Hey guys, Coach Nick here to try to make your life with the Olympic lifts a little bit easier. So the Olympic lifts can be pretty confusing in that there are a ton of terms that we use as coaches and when the program is written, and it can just become a little hectic. Things like hang, power, all this stuff. Today we're going to try to make that a little more simple for you. So starting with what the lifts are. The two major lifts that we see these issues with are the snatch and the clean. The snatch is that movement that you guys have seen that we're always saying take the hands out wide and we're going to receive the bar overhead in one solid motion. The clean grips more narrow, it's just outside our shoulders and we receive that bar on our shoulders. So we don't go overhead with the clean, that one goes to our shoulders. Alright, so we're actually going to use the clean today for all our demonstrations and terminology, but know that all of these phrases that we're going to go over are interchangeable with the snatch. The only thing that will change between the clean and the snatch, grip position and receiving, where I have it overhead or whether or not I'm catching it on my shoulders. All right, so let's discuss just the base of the clean. So if the workout is written for you guys to do cleans, or we say we're doing cleans, it is implied that your starting position is from the floor. So if it just says clean, your starting position will be from the floor. Your finishing or receiving position will be in a full squat. So for the clean, you'll catch that bar in a front squat, or at least pass through a front squat at some point. So that is with no modifiers, no additional terminology, the clean. From ground to your shoulder, passing through a full squat. The two terms that we're going to learn today are either a starting position modifier or a receiving position modifier. We'll start with the starting position. So like I said, always comes from the floor unless otherwise noted by the term hang. So if you see this term, that means that the movement now starts off of the floor, typically somewhere above the knee. So if you see this word, hang, you're deadlifting the bar up first and then beginning the clean motion. So that would be written as hang, clean. Does not change where you receive the bar though. If you see hang clean, we're still going into that front squat. Now we have another modifier, the receiving modifier. If you see the term power, then we're not automatically going into our full squat. If you see power clean, we're now catching that bar somewhere with our hips above parallel. So we don't have to go into that full squat if you see the term power. Does not change the start position though. So if you see power clean, we're still coming from the floor. So to recap, if you just see clean, starts from the floor, finishes in a squat, you stand up. If you see hang clean, you're gonna deadlift the bar up, take the bar down somewhere above the knee, then do a full clean into the front squat. If you see the term power, bar comes from the floor still, but we're catching above parallel. We're not going into that full squat. So let's see some of that stuff in application. We're gonna watch Tori go through a handful of cleans. So to start, she's gonna do a clean. There's no additional terms, no modifier. Bar will come from the floor and finish in a squat. Excellent. So that is no modifiers. Now, rep number 2, we're going to do a hang clean. That's a start position modifier. So the bar won't start on the floor. She's going to deadlift it and then begin the movement above the knee. Excellent. Still passes through that front squat because that was a starting position modifier, not a receiving position modifier. Next, we have the power clean. That is a receiving position modifier. Bar still comes from the floor. So now, bar from the floor, catching above parallel. Excellent. We can actually put some of these terms together, and you guys have likely seen this, and this is what gives us a little bit of a headache, but we could also have a hang power clean. So that's both a start position and a receiving position modifier. So that is going to look like this. Bar starts off the floor, she deadlifted up, went above the knee, and she received it above parallel, so not in a full squat. All right, guys, hopefully this made this a little bit easier. I'm gonna leave this up here so you can read over it just a little bit longer. But remember, starting position modifiers, receiving position modifiers, hang and power. All right, guys.